Hello everyone. In this video we are going to see about memory allocation in C, especially that is dynamic memory allocation using MLAG. In the previous video I have explained what is memory allocation in C. In this what are the types we are having: static memory allocation and dynamic memory allocation. So what is static memory with example and what is dynamic memory allocation? This is what we have discussed in the previous video. So what do you mean with static memory allocation? That is nothing but while compile time, if the memory is allocated, that is what static memory allocation. And then what is dynamic memory allocation? While runtime or while execution time, if the memory is allocated, that is what dynamic memory allocation. If we are using static memory allocation, the memory size is fixed. We cannot increase or decrease the memory size. And also if we are not utilizing the whole memory size properly, the memory will be wasted. Some amount of, there is a chance for memory wastage. But when we are taking this dynamic memory allocation, here how we are allocating the memory for how much we need, and there is no chance of memory wastage in this dynamic memory allocation. So this is more flexible and efficient method. Here from the heap the memory is allocated for dynamic. And if I want to use dynamic memory allocation functions, I have to include one header file, that is stdlib.h. So along with the stdlib.h we have to include this header file also. So what are the functions in this dynamic memory allocation? There are 4 functions. One is malloc, calloc, realloc and free. In this video we are going to see about malloc. So what do you mean by malloc? Some block of memory will be allocated. Malloc means M is for memory, so memory allocation. It is used to dynamically allocate memory during program execution time, but does not initialize it. That means during runtime memory is allocated, but the malloc won't initialize that memory. So some garbage value will be stored. Here also single block of memory of the specified size will be allocated, and as I said before, the garbage values will be initialized to that memory. And malloc, to utilize this function we have to include this header file, and it returns a pointer to the beginning of the allocated memory. This is what about memory malloc. Here we are going to see one example. Before that, what is the syntax of this malloc? So pointer variable, that is equal to data type star malloc name, that function name, and then how many number of elements I am going to use, and that is what number of elements star size of data type. This is what the syntax of malloc function. Example, very simple example only. In this example we are going to allocate memory for 5 integer variables, and I am going to in those 5 memory location I am going to save some values, and I am displaying the values. This is what the program here. So first we are including like stdio.h header file, and then stdlib.h header file. Inside main function I am declaring on pointer variable, that is an integer data type, so int star ptr. So for malloc we have to follow this syntax. So ptr equal to ptr, that pointer variable, that is equal to int star, I am using integer data type, so int star malloc, and I am going to allocate memory for 5 integer variables, so 5 star size of int. So after this line the memory will be allocated for 5 integer data types. When we are taking 64-bit processor, for a single integer location 4 bytes will be allocated. Here we are allocating for 5 elements, so totally 5 into 4 20 bytes will be allocated. And next we are checking if there is no memory, there is no space for my pointer variable. That means we have to check for that. So we can check that by using this if function. If pointer equal to null means, if there is no space means pointer will become null. So pointer equal to null means we have to print memory allocation fail and return 1. No, memory is allocated, memory space is there, so whatever the elements I gave for that memory is allocated means the pointer is not equal to null. So next function will be, next line will be executed. In this next line I am storing the value for each location. So that is for that I am using for loop. So for int I equal to 0, there are 5 elements, so I am starting with 0. I less than 5, that means this function for loop will be iterated for 5 times. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. When I equal to 5, the condition will be fail and I plus plus. This is what my for loop. Inside my for loop, I am allocating the value to pointer variable. So ptr, there are 5 elements now. In my first element ptr of 0, I am storing I plus 1. So initially I am having I equal to 0. So ptr of 0 equal to 0 plus 1, 1. In 0th location, the value 1 will be stored. And next, again my second iteration, I will becomes 1. So ptr of 1 equal to what? 1 plus 1, 2. Likewise, this will be executed for 5 times. So the last allocation is I equal to 4. So ptr of 4 equal to I plus 1. So 4 plus 1, 5. When my I equal to 5, that time condition fails. So it will leaves this for loop. So using this for loop, we have stored 5 values in 5 different memory allocation. Different means ptr of 0, that 0th location to 4th location. Now we have stored the value. The values are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next I am going to print those 5 values. So I want to display array elements. Here we have used array now, so I want to display this code. So printf array elements, in double quotation we have to give this. And next I have to get those stored 5 values from the memory location. So again I am using for loop. So for int I equal to 0, I less than 5, I plus plus. Here I am getting the data, taking the data from each location. So printf %d, we are printing integer data type, comma ptr of I. That means whenever I equal to 0, ptr of 0 value will be displayed. Whenever I equal to 1, ptr of 1 value will be displayed. Whenever I equal to 2, ptr of 2 value will be displayed. Likewise, all 5 values will be displayed. So here I have stored 5 values in 5 memory location, and also I have displayed those 5 values. So after using malloc, we have to free that memory. So that is possible using free function. So free, I have used ptr variable now. So free of ptr, that means whatever the memory is allocated for malloc function, that will be free. This is mandatory line. We have to free that memory space after using dynamic memory allocation. And next return 0. This is what my example program. So your output will be like this. So I am printing array elements now. In that I am displaying all the stored values. So stored values are in this for loop. We are storing the value, first for loop. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 will be displayed. This is what about malloc of dynamic memory allocation. Thank you.